Hi, in this question, we've been given the parametric equation of this curve, where x equals 2 cos 2t, and y is 4 sin t, and t ranges from 0 to pi over 2. We need to show that this is the area of this region. And because we've been given the xy plane, we want to work out the integral of y with respect to x between the limits we'll find from this point to this point. The problem we have is that we've been given the parametric equations for x and y, so we need to adjust this integral. So this will be the same as the integral of y times dx by dt integrated with respect to t, because what will happen is these dt's will cancel and you're left with y dx, which is the same as what you have here. So we need to work out dx by dt. When you differentiate this with respect to t, using the chain rule, we'll have 2. The derivative of cos is negative sine. We'll multiply it by the derivative of this in a function. So dx by dt will be negative 4 times the sine of 2t. So our integral becomes the integral of y, which is 4 sine t, multiplied by dx by dt, negative 4 sine 2t, integrated with respect to t. But now we need to work out our limits for t. If we go back to the graph, we can see at this point that y equals 0. So we can take this from here. 0 will be 4 sine t. So sine t will equal 0, which means t will equal 0, pi, 2 pi, or so on. But within our range, the 0 is the only valid solution. So at this point, t equals 0. The intercept is when x equals 0. So 2 cos 2t will equal 0. Cos 2t will equal 0. So 2t must be pi over 2, 3 pi over 2, and so on. But again, within this range, 2t can only equal pi over 2. So therefore, t will equal pi over 4. Okay? So if we go back to our integral, the limits will be from pi over 4 to 0. The problem we have now is we need to change these limits. So we can write this as the integral between 0 to pi over 4. This will give us the negative of this integral, and this negative will become a positive. So we'll have 16 sine t sine 2t dt. And if we go back to the question, we need a sine squared t and a cos t. So we can use a double angle formula to simplify this. And this will be 2 sine t cos t dt. And then we can multiply the 16 by the 2, and we get 32 sine squared t cos t, all integrated with respect to t. And this is what we were asked to show here. Okay? For part 2, find by algebraic integration the exact area of region R. For now, we just need to substitute in our limits. Well, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this 32 in front of the integral. And the question is now, how do we integrate this? Well, we can use the reverse chain rule. Can you see that the derivative of the sine t will give us the cos t? So if we let y equal the integral of this bigger function, so sine t cubed, then dy by dt will be 3 sine squared t multiplied by the derivative of the sine t. So we get 3 sine squared t cos t. But what we want is one of them. So we need to scale this by dividing it by 3. So if we multiply y by 1/3, that 1/3 will cancel with this 3 to make 1. So the integral will be 32 times 1/3 of sine cubed t within the limits of pi over 4 and 0. I'll bring this 1/3 in front, and now we need to substitute in our limits. So we get 32 over 3 times the sine cubed of pi over 4 minus the sine cubed of 0. And because we want the exact solution, I'm going to work out the sine of pi over 4 without a calculator. We have our special triangle, where each of these angles are pi over 4, and the hypotenuse will be root 2. So the sine of pi over 4 will be the opposite divided by the hypotenuse, so 1 over root 2. I'll rationalize the denominator, and we get root 2 over 2. So if we go back to the area of that region, we'll have 32 over 3 times root 2 over 2 cubed. That's the sine cubed bit here, minus the sine cubed of 0, which is 0. So we can get rid of that, and we'll close that bracket. So we can simplify this. 32 over 3 multiplied by 2 root 2 over 8. Well, the 32 times the 2 will give us 64, divided by 8 will give us 8 root 2 over 3. And that will be in units squared. Okay? For question B, shown that for all points on C satisfy this Cartesian equation. So we need to work out a Cartesian equation of these parametric equations. We can begin with this y. If y is equal to 4 sine t, then y over 4 will equal sine t. So moving on to the x, this will be 2 cos 2t. We can use a double angle formula here. So x will equal 2 lots of cos squared t minus sine squared t. And because we have sine t, we can rewrite this cos squared in terms of sine squared. So x will equal 2 lots of 1 minus sine squared minus the other sine squared. And this will give us 2 lots of 1 minus 2 sine squared t. We'll expand out the bracket, so we get 2 minus 4 sine squared t. Now we can substitute y over 4 in place of sine t. So we get x will equal 2 minus 4 lots of y over 4 squared. So x will equal 2 minus 4y squared over 16. We can simplify that fraction, so we get 2 minus y squared over 4. Now we can multiply everything by this 4 to cancel out this denominator. So 4x will equal 8 minus y squared. We'll move the negative y squared over to this side, and the 4x over to this side. So y squared will equal 8 minus 4x. Y will equal the square root of 8 minus 4x. Okay? So that's the Cartesian equation for this parametric curve. For part C, we're told that x has a domain between -2 and +2. We need to find that resulting range. So all we need to do is substitute in x equals -2, and we'll get y will be the square root of 8 minus 4 lots of -2. This will give us y is the square root of 8 plus 8, which is root 16. So y will equal 4. And if we substitute in x equals +2, we'll get y is the square root of 8 minus 4 lots of 2, which is y equals 0. So the range of f of x will be less than or equal to 4. It's equal to because it can be equal to 2, and greater than or equal to 0. Okay?